Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers trading for Jauan Jennings. I think this is a very interesting trade to potentially talk about for the Pittsburgh Steelers, about them potentially trading for Jauan Jennings. There's an article on Bleacher Report about it was one trade each NFL team should consider before the 2025 NFL season starts. And the trade for the Pittsburgh Steelers that Bleacher Report suggested was the Steelers potentially trading for Jauan Jennings. Now, we know Jauan Jennings might be available for this Pittsburgh, for this Pittsburgh Steelers team or anybody else, as he said he wants a new deal or a trade. And so Jennings almost put up 1,000 receiving yards this season, has been a really solid, receiver for San Fran the last couple years. 975 receiving yards and 6 receiving touchdowns this year. In the playoffs last year was really good. 111 receiving yards and 1 receiving touchdown, throwing a touchdown as well in the Super Bowl. That's the numbers he put up throughout in the playoffs. And so did well enough in the playoffs to give him a bigger role in the regular season 2024 with 975 receiving yards this past season. Honestly, the way I look at it is if you're San Francisco, you do not want to trade Jennings. You already got rid of one wide receiver. I think Ricky Pearsall has a lot of potential. He's the guy that you hope that takes a big jump, but Jennings is also another guy you hope takes a big jump. You've got Purdy's got Jennings, and he's got Ricky, and he's got Brandon Ayuk. He's got Kittle. He's got McCaffrey. This is still an elite offensive weapons for Brock Purdy. But if you trade away Jennings, you are removing another weapon. You already removed one weapon in Deebo Samuel on the offensive side of the ball. You do not want to remove another weapon. I think Pearsall is a guy that definitely could take a jump in this second year and become a better player. And Ayuk definitely could have a bounce-back season compared to what he did last year. And those two guys can definitely be good for Purdy. But Jennings is not a guy I don't think you want to get rid of if you're San Francisco after trading away Deebo Samuel. And so, honestly, if you're San Francisco and Jennings wants a new deal, I think if you're San Francisco, you give him that new deal. Like you just paid Purdy. Like, Make it worth the money you just paid this guy. Like, if Purdy's going to be making big bucks, you want him to be successful. And having big weapons around him is the way to do that. And Jennings was a great asset, putting up almost 1,000 receiving yards in 15 games last season. And that's while he was with Deebo Samuel. But we will see what happens. I'm excited to see. Let me know your thoughts on the potential trade for the Pittsburgh Steelers. As if for the Steelers, this would be a great trade for them, but the value I think is going to be high. I think San Fran's going to want some value back. I think they're probably going to want a third-round pick. They're probably going to want Calvin Austin, wide receiver, back in return. But it'd be a great addition for Pittsburgh. You'd pair Jennings next to DK Metcalf and couple other solid wide receivers they have. They've got Roman Wilson. They've got Robert Woods. They've got a couple more wide receivers. I think where the Steelers are really have the strong suit is they're at the tight end position is where the Steelers really have a really strong group right there. So, but it'd definitely be a great addition for the Steelers. I just think if you're San Fran, you do not want to get rid of Jennings at this point. Let me know your thoughts on the potential trade for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the comment section, and peace out.